So for the assignment, lumbosacral eval reflection, I had a track athlete what was it, Friday, last Friday. They had came to us, she had some low back pain. I brought her into the training room. I kind of asked her a lot of history questions and came to find out that, long story short, her hips were unaligned. So um, we assisted with helping realign me and Faith at the time, as Jake had to be pulled out of the room. But for question one, it talks about, was my evaluation comprehensive? Why or why not? I think for this one, I could have done a better job. I did assess, range of motions. We watched her run. We did squat and stuff. Manual muscle testing, I didn't do any trunk manual muscle testing. I did test to see if it her reaching down and touching her toes exacerbated symptoms. It didn't. She said she couldn't really feel the difference. But I think I could have done a little bit of a better job with just keeping those in the back of my mind when working with someone like that. It also wasn't me who initially thought that her hips were unaligned. It was Faith. When I originally checked it, I thought it was okay because I had done the top of the ASIS, or right above it. But what Faith was talking to me about was you really want to feel that groove, and even though it's really subtle, it can make a big difference. So now that I know that it's being subtle, is that even the smallest subtle elevation in the hip can cause back issues. So yeah. Did my palpations, inspection, and objective measurements lead to a confident diagnosis? Why or why not? So she said she was just dealing with some back pain. It wasn't, she started feeling it a couple of days prior. And it wasn't, I went and palpated, around the sacral crest. It was a little point tender around the PSIS. So I think I did a good job with kind of pinpointing exactly where. It was on the left side. And during inspection, my objective measurements could lead to a confident diagnosis. I think I could have done a better job. Again, I think there are points where I think my preceptor kind of took a little bit more reins, and I was able to kind of see it. She was the one who brought up us looking at her running posture because she was a track athlete. I would have never thought of to see how she runs, to see if that's what causes the low back pain. So I think that was a pretty good objective measurement that she kind of helped me with. But yeah, for the second question, it talks about, did I incorporate evidence into my evaluation? What special tests did I do? I did four special tests that I could think of off the top of my head. Sacral thrust, compression, distraction, and what was it? I can't think of it. What is that special test called? The one where you push the leg. So I did favors, but I also did Gaineslands. Gaineslands was the name of the test. I forgot what that test was called. Those tests didn't really exacerbate anything. Compression and distraction didn't really do anything. So I knew it wasn't necessarily a SI joint. I think maybe it just could be from sleeping habits, sitting habits, poor posture, and just an unaligned pelvis, as it was kind of higher on the left side. So I think that's kind of just where we went, and I think it helped a little. Again, I haven't seen her since. I'll probably maybe see her tomorrow to check in to see how she's doing. But yeah. What did I do well? Discuss two areas. Um, well, I really think I did a good job with like the palpation and the inspection aspect. I also think I did a really good job with like the history taking. On the way down to the training room when we were at the practice, I was talking to her about like what she was feeling, if she was like having any issues with sleeping, walking, sitting in chairs, um, anything that's like changed with her routine. That could like cause the issue. I think I did a really good job with, discussing those and trying to like get more information out of her. I think one thing that I can improve on was I think I could have done a better job with asking more of like a past history question, I guess, like in a sense of if she's had any issues with it, back pain before. I kind of just breezed over that while we were talking about it, but it kind of slipped my mind, but I need to do a better job of keeping that in the back of my mind. And then another thing was there are points where I felt like I got really stuck in certain points of the evaluation, and so I really felt like I leaned on my preceptor a lot, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I think moving forward, I think I want to try to do a better job of like handling it in a whole and then like asking questions after I feel like I've done everything. I think there are points where like I get done with a palpation and then I'd be like, okay, like I assessed this, and this. What else do you think I should assess? I felt like the evaluation was kind of like all over the place. Plus, for it to be my first like back eval, like I think that was probably just because of the newness and unconfidence, I guess, with me doing it. But I think the more and more I do that, the more and more I will improve on being more confident in my evaluation skills. So, yeah.